Let's tell you about Palace. Rolling straight to the ceiling, crowns and crystals, top like journeys, dishing out malice. Hold up, South London's grandest, far from bandits. Anything earned for a goal of elevation. Just passing the team over here might finish out bright future we can't vanish. It's E25 any day, that's SELHURST. Rev up the engines, no more reverse reactions. Thank and fans on stream. Share up the team, support the dream team when eagles fly, make noise and scheme. Dare to dream or dream to dare, taking a step to become supreme.
Can you hear me, guys?
Yes.
Fantastic, because there's been times where I've started the stream and I've been told I've been muted.
No, I can...
everyone. It is the AZ Alkmaar preview with our must-win. For our point of view, it is a must-win game tomorrow at home, Sellers Park. And I'm sure it's obviously must-win for our guests as well. But Nate, how's it going?
Yeah, all good. I mean, it's mad that we're only 3 games in and we already have a must-win, but Larnaca happened, and our guest knows what it's like to play Larnaca in the Conference League. We won't go into too much detail, but yeah, tomorrow night is massive for both ourselves and our opponents. But I'm good otherwise, man. I'm good.
No, 100%. It's good to see you as well. I know you've been working hard and stuff, so big up to each and every time whenever you can make an appearance, on the channel. You know what I mean? So, Emil, warm welcome. AZ Alkmaar fan is actually down in London, will be at the game, and we're looking to link up after the game to get his views and some of the AZ Alerts viewpoints for our fan cams outside the game. Welcome to London, and thank you very much for your time today.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. I'm a bit shocked and sad to hear that it's also a must-win for you. I didn't see it that way, but I guess it's also because you lost against Larnaca, although you did a little bit better than we did. So,
yeah, you know what's mad? I don't think we both want to talk about our defeats. But let's go there.
Let's just
very briefly.
Fine.
Let's rip that bandage off.
Literally.
Sure.
How would you have seen the game going had you not been received that red card in the first game?
I think if you look at how well they're able to play when they're on their best, I still think we would have beat them. But yeah, the red card just completely destroyed the game for us. But also, we're kind of known to be quite bad and I guess like sloppy in games with European opponents that are not as good. Like, for example, against Crystal Palace, I'm sure the boys will be more motivated than against Larnaca. At least that's what it seems. It's always either a very small win or it's a draw for us against teams like Larnaca. So we had a feeling that was going to be a hard game, but 4-0 blowout, we didn't expect it all, obviously.
Absolutely. And obviously, I guess even if you do go down to 10 men, try and keep the score.
Yeah.
The goal difference will play a factor later on in the competition.
I mean, if you look at it from a perspective of how the quality of our squad versus them, I think you still should be able to at least draw against them. But yeah, it was a really bad start to our European season, and we definitely expected a win there. So that kind of like overthrows the whole feeling and expectations of how the rest of the games are going to go, and how much you really need to win against the other teams.
Absolutely, Nate. Obviously, we know what it feels like to lose against the Cypriot team. What's your memory of that game? Obviously, briefly.
I'll be honest. I think complacency set in with us. I think the players, to a degree, and I wasn't there, so I can't say the crowd would have expected us to snot them. But let's keep it a buck. We are, by rights, the more fancied side in a contest like that. And I think an element of complacency set in. JD Canvo makes a mistake that as a young player in any other situation, you're like, he'll grow out of it. He needs time to get that out of his system. But because it was such a historic first game in Europe for the club, first game at Selhurst Park, this, that, the other, we were the masters of our own downfall, in my opinion, because we were too wasteful in front of goal. Story of our season. Create so many chances, can't finish for love or money. one mess up at the back, which, to be fair to Canvo, it's not just on him. The whole team defensively fell apart at the worst possible moment. They stick it top bins, and you're like, we've been here before. Because we've done this to absolutely god-awful teams in the Premier League before. I remember, I think it was Burnley under Frank de Boer. Chung Yong Lee gave the ball away in his own half. And Burnley beat us 1-0. It was a mirror of that game, just far less respectable opposition in regards to the caliber of their squad and our squad. But I think that game needed to happen. And I think you said that on your fan cam, where complacency set in and you can see what happens. The minute you think the game is won before a ball is kicked, that's what happens. So now that we've got a respectable opponent in AZ Alkmaar, who, let's be fair, they have played in Europe far more than we have, we can't rest on our laurels and think, oh, well, we're at home again, we should win. No. Like, we have to turn up and do the job. We have to make sure that even if they have got 1,700 fans coming to SELHURST Park and the Women's and by the way, apologies in advance for that, because, yeah, I wouldn't wish the Arthur Waite on our worst enemies. We just need to turn up and do the job, to be honest, because let's keep it at 100. Everyone's expecting us to get to the business end of this competition. Now is the time to put wins on the board, as opposed to just assuming that there's games down the way that are so-called winnable. Like Strasbourg's going to be a nightmare because they're a half-decent team. Even the game here in Dublin, where I live, in Shelburne in Tala, that's not a given, because Shelburne will be well up for that, seeing as they're playing Premier League opposition. So, yeah, look, it's a nightmare, because you want to think we shouldn't have a must-win game after just 2 games. But that defeat to Larnaca was very damaging.
Guys, real quick, I just accidentally locked my mates out of the house we're staying in, so I have to open the door.
That is fine.
Bear with me for a second.
No problem. Do what you got to do.
We'll segue and just go through some comments and stuff. Leave him out there. Leave him out. Big up the dog, who says, Alkmaar Ultras are scary. I've seen clips. Seeing them at SELHURST Park is going to force a roll. In fact, we have got a question for Emil when he gets back regarding their fan base. He also says, big up your give Uchi minutes. Saying Paris will need to be on their guard as AZ have a good attacking players. They're a good side. Like, I know obviously it's easy to look at them because they're in the Dutch league, but they're a decent side. You know, this will be tougher than Larnaca. Just saying. Big up Nikki. And Earth says, Rich T, no rum and coke tonight. No comment. So yeah, big up everyone. Like I said, we're going to do our absolute best to try and get a fan from these European sides. You know, we've done all right. 3 out of 4. We've had Fredrikstad, we've had Larnaca, and now we've obviously had AZ Alkmaar. So we are working hard to find fans across the globe. Last comment before we get into our agenda. First, big up to you. Says tomorrow's a must win. Come on, Nate. Arthur Waite is solid, if not regal. Yeah, but
I don't know about that, Duffers. If you've been in the back of the Arthur Waite for a home game, it's not that regal, but it'll be an experience for the Dutch fans. I'll give them that. The Alkmaar fans are in for a treat at the back of the Arthur. But yeah, look, it's crazy that obviously Alkmaar had a horrendous first game. I think you drew the second game, Emil. You drew your second game in the Conference League, was it?
We won against Slovan Bratislava.
Oh, you won. Okay, so
Yeah.
you're like us. You've got 1 win and 1 defeat.
Yeah.
I can't lie, Rich. Tomorrow shouldn't be a nervy game, but because of that defeat to Larnaca, I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. I really don't want anyone to walk into SELHURST Park tomorrow thinking this is an easy 3 points, because everyone said that about Larnaca, and you know we took a massive banana pie to the face. Pause, just in case somebody tries to slip me up there. But look, it's frustrating because you look at a team like Larnaca and you think, right, that should be a banker for 3 points, but got complacent, couldn't finish anything, and lost 1-0. Granted, their game, down to 10 men from the first minute is crazy. Like the referee must have had a bet on or something. He must have gone bad card crazy.
The red card, it was controversial. But anyway, go on.
Yeah, no, I know. We're Premier League fans. We know all about controversial referees. I mean, near enough every home game at Selhurst Park, you'll hear us sing "It's All About You" to the referee. So trust me, we know all about referees and decisions. But that being said, Emil, your season so far, you're third in the Eredivisie.
Yeah.
And a lot of people who don't watch Dutch football will probably not know, but you're there and thereabouts most seasons. You're always competing for a place in Europe. You're always trying your best to finish as high as you can in the league. Are you where you expect to be, or would you have expected more from your team so far this season?
I think we are, in terms of where we as Let fans like to see ourselves, I think we're in the right spot. I think we're behind Feyenoord and PSV. And above Ajax. So
because Ajax have had a massive fall off, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. Usually how it works in the Netherlands, you have the three big teams, PSV, Feyenoord, Ajax.
Yeah.
And right behind that comes AZ. Every year our board says we want to attack the top three. It's kind of become a meme. But we never really managed to squeeze ourselves in there. And this season it's looking like it may happen. And I think our fans especially are quite critical always. So I think sometimes AZ supporters have to be a bit more content with how we're doing, because right now we're doing very good. We're 4 points behind the top of the table. So yeah, I'm quite content with how the season is going, for sure.
Yeah, fair. You obviously mentioned to us before we started that you're meeting up with the fans. Like, what should we expect at Selhurst Park from your fan base?
I think definitely in games like these, there'll be a lot of. You'll definitely hear us. I don't think we're as big in terms of a fan base and like Ajax, PSV, Feyenoord. They're more extreme, I'd say. Also because we are, in terms of like location, we're very close to Ajax, and basically everyone in the Netherlands is an Ajax fan. So yeah, it's also quite hard for us to grow as a club in terms of fan base, but also financially and everything, because we'll probably get into that. But we have an excellent youth development program. But yeah, obviously you're also close to Ajax, so you're kind of fishing in the same water in that sense, and that will always be the case. But I think the fans. You'll definitely notice us. That's one thing I'll say.
We can kind of relate because being a London club, we've got Arsenal, we've got Chelsea, Tottenham.
Yeah, we were talking about that just now.
You know, we've got, granted, our side of London, we are the top. We're the only team in the Premier League in South London, because Charlton and Millwall are in the division below us, and then there's Wimbledon in League One. So we are the highest in the food chain south of the river, but we are still competing with Chelsea for youth prospects. And Chelsea have kind of got a lock on a lot of the catchment areas in and around West London and a bit of South London as well. So trust me, we know how it feels to see the big boys constantly, you know, move around and pry and cherry pick your players from your academy. So you know,
I think
you know how that's.
It's probably a bit more extreme because the youth development team of AZ is so. So good that a lot of youth players nowadays, they choose to go to AZ instead of Ajax, Feyenoord, PSV, because also the chances of getting into the first team is higher here, and we're the only Dutch team to ever win the youth league a couple of years ago.
Oh, the UEFA Youth League. Oh, that's very.
A lot of the players there, like the player of the tournament, Kay Smith, he's playing in our midfield right now. Is probably one of the, if not the most talented player we've ever had in the club.
Wow, very good.
Yeah, there's teams like Real Madrid following him. So he's definitely one player.
Well, when it comes to Crystal Palace and the Netherlands, our track record is not the best. I mean, we brought in Frank de Boer about, what was it?
Oh, shit.
8 years ago? 8
I
years ago?
forgot about that.
Something like that.
Yeah. That was disastrous.
Oh, stop. You know, and the only good thing that came about bringing him to the club was he brought in Jairo Riedewald from Ajax, who was such a versatile squad player that the whole time he was here, anytime he played, the fans were happy to see him. But in terms of AZ and your expectations, I mean, obviously we've had a tumultuous summer. We got kicked out of the Europa League and all that other stuff that we won't go into. That's not here. But would you put yourselves in that bracket of potential favourites to win it alongside Fiorentina, possibly ourselves, possibly one or two other clubs? Or would you think, look, you'd like to go deep in this competition, but you're more focused on, say, winning the Dutch Cup or trying to compete, as you said, top three in your domestic league?
Well, I think before Conference League started and we knew what teams were playing in it, there were a lot of media saying, yeah, I mean, AZ should be able to win it. But I think realistically we should aim for getting top four. I think top four is what you should aim for, and actually winning. I mean, we have a chance. I don't think it's very big because our track record with English clubs is really bad. We always lose against English teams. So
gosh.
Oh, you really? Oh no, we know what's going to happen next, people. The minute
no, I swear to God, like everyone here is like.
No.
Like,
the minute that we hear that a club, for example, let's say we're playing a team in the FA Cup and they haven't beaten a Premier League team in 75 years, we just know the team the Premier League team is us. Like you may
like
have won in England also, for like 55 years. The last time you won was probably like, let's say, just after the Second World War. We're going to say, why does it not surprise us that it's us that they beat for the first time in donkey's years? Why does it not surprise me?
I feel like this is the exact same for us. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think it would be so typical for us to lose here, but I don't know. I don't know.
You mentioned youth players. Let's talk about players. Like, what players should we be looking out for tomorrow? Obviously, I know you've got like miners.
I think we are also the youngest team in the Eredivisie right now. Our average age is around 23.
Wow.
We have a very young squad, and a lot of the players from the youth league winning team are in the first squad right now. So there's a lot of talent, but there's also a lot of uncertainty because you never know how these players are going to perform. They can, I mean, we beat Ajax, although it's not nowadays not as big of a achievement as it was before. But still, it's Ajax, and we also drew against Feyenoord. And I think the players who have a talent to get to like the top of European football do have a tendency to show up in big games. But there's honestly,
are there any specific players that you think we should be looking out for?
I honestly wrote down. I think everyone is good. I swear, I'm not even joking. But, I think the one I mentioned, Gay Smith. He's a 19-year-old midfielder. Won player of the tournament in the youth league winning season. He is he's very close to Frankie de Jong. Almost exactly the same play style. And I think our captain, Sven Meijnans, he is our number 10. He's also very good. Probably, in my opinion, the best player in our squad right now. Just reads the game really well, has a great dribble, ability to score. But I think that there's one player who should really look out for, and I'm not talking about like how good he is. His name is Wouter Goes. He's a very controversial figure in Dutch football. He's our central defender. He's also one of the youth league guys. But the reason why he's controversial is because he does everything to win. And that also involves like pinching defenders, trying to...
He's old school. He's old school.
Already.
Yeah, he's like that. And there's been a lot of instances like every week it's about Goes and like the Dutch football community is so divided because of one, and you have people that say he doesn't need this and this doesn't belong in football, and other people think it's something that we should embrace more. But he's probably gonna. I don't know if you guys will play Mateta tomorrow. I guess.
He starts.
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna enjoy his game against Roos.
Fair enough. Fair enough. To be fair, I think with Mateta, what he'll probably do is try and use that to his advantage. Let the ref know, look, this is what's happening. He might then exaggerate a few of the tug packs and stuff like that. You know, just to get in his head too and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you have any injuries or suspensions?
We have a lot of players who aren't in the squad right now. Our best player, like objectively best player, Jordi Klaasie, has been out for a long time. He's
Dutch international.
he's played for Southampton. He's out. We have a very good young striker, Max Meerdink. He usually plays for the bench, but for some reason he always scores. He also got called up for the Dutch national team, but due to his injury, he couldn't play. Who else? Yeah, a lot of young players. We have 4 midfielders in the squad, so that's not a lot. So we're definitely not at our strongest.
So do we.
Yeah.
Okay. We've only got 4 midfielders.
Yeah, I saw what's his name, Wharton.
Yeah, hopefully he's back.
Okay.
Hopefully he's back because he's been ill, you know. But he's key to like how he progressed the ball.
I'll get into our team news through the presser notes because I have them in front of me, but I was gonna move into that briefly.
Let me go. I'll go some comments. Then we'll do.
Yeah. 100%.
So where do we get to? Earth saying, out of Rich and Nate, who has more different hairstyles during the season?
It's definitely Rich.
Yeah.
Definitely Rich.
Just because you said that, I'll switch it up. Hold on.
It's definitely Rich on that one. It's not me.
There you go.
I've had my moments, but no, it's definitely Rich. Rich always changes up his hairstyle every now and again.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this really twisted though in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Davis asking if was the ref Turkish? I think the one that sent your player off. Emil.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know.
No worries. Opinions on the FA news. Obviously, we've been charged by the FA for our banner against Nottingham Forest regarding Marinakis and having a gun, basically.
So it's a bit of a silly thing because everything was stating what he hasn't done. So to charge us for pointing out things that he hasn't done, that's just the FA deciding to tick a box. Oh, we dealt with those rowdy Crystal Palace fans putting up a banner. I mean, you know. Then again, it wouldn't shock me if Mr. Marinakis sent a letter over because he likes writing letters, apparently.
Don't say here, where's the UK Pat? No idea. Is it live now, as in like this, or I don't know. But big up, Damo, and big up to you too.
Yeah, big up, Damo, big up.
Dog saying here, great that we'll play a possession-based team that doesn't play their whole squad behind the ball. We're going to get into that actually.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a bit.
He's the expert. The observer says, to be fair, sweet FA about the fine. Riyadh in the squad will be interesting. Yeah, we'll get into that too. Patrick Banano was a solid Dutch player for us. Definitely going forward, not so much defensively. I think he'll be brilliant for this system that we have now. And please, can you tell your ultras to not vandalize our Saha?
Okay. I will say that, but I don't know if we're gonna walk past it. You know, I'm not sure.
But it depends. It depends where they walk from. To be fair.
Yeah. Like we're walking from Croydon to the stadium, so yeah, I don't know exactly where, but yeah, I'll do my best.
Emil, this question's for you to read out. The comments always do this for guests.
In honor for Pat, Emil, what's your favorite type of dough? Cookie dough or deal dough? I don't even know what deal dough is, so I'm gonna go cookie dough.
Safe call.
Yeah.
Well played. Well played. You nearly got caught out. Well played. Well played. So, Rich, should we?
Like VAR?
Do I like VAR? I think it goes both ways. Like one day you're happy that there's VAR, the other day you hate the VAR. So I think it's fine, you know.
That's fair.
Yeah. Rich, let's move on to Glasner's presser notes, because at least this way Emil can get an idea of who we do and don't have available. So, delivering a team news update in his pre-match press conference ahead of Thursday's game, Eddie Nketiah and Rio Cardines aren't available. Rio Cardines, Emil, is an academy graduate that Glasner wants to play more in games this season, but he's got an abductor problem, I think it is. And Eddie Nketiah has a hamstring problem, which he picked up in the League Cup win at Liverpool. We like playing Liverpool, actually, for a change, because we used to hate playing them. Now we love playing them. But Adam Wharton and Shadi Riyad will be in the squad, which is a big boost, because Adam Wharton is so key to how we play as a team. And Shadi Riyad is a player that we've wanted to see more of, but he's been horrendously unlucky with injuries. I think it was an ACL, wasn't it, last season, Rich? He picked up an ACL in the Norwich League Cup tie, would I be right? Yeah. So Shadi Riyad's one of the two ACL injuries that we're still awaiting to come back. The other one being Shet Decore, but no time frame yet on Decore. But I'm glad to hear Shadi Riyad's back, because that does give a bit more versatility defensively. It could probably stop having to drop Jefferson Lerma at centre-back, because as good as he's been there, you don't want to be pigeonholing players into positions they're not totally familiar with. Don't get me wrong, Lerma's never let us down at centre-back, but you want natural centre-backs playing in their natural position. But Glasner's saying that it gives you a boost when you can play football the way we've been playing football. But he expects, Alkmaar to be very much dominant on the ball. They'll be looking to play possession football, which is synonymous with Dutch teams. And anytime we've come up against a team that likes to play with the ball, we've done well. I mean, Liverpool have a Dutch manager. Liverpool are trying to play a possession-based style of football, and we've beaten 3 times this season already. And it's never getting boring beating Liverpool, especially when you live in a country surrounded by them. I'm surrounded by them at work, on the road, just everywhere. At least Rich has a mix of different teams in London, but in Ireland, it's either Manchester United or Liverpool, or lately Manchester City. So after the FA Cup final, Rich, I can't lie, I was loving life, because Manchester City fans could not look at me. The minute they saw that red and blue jersey, they were like, I didn't see that. But I mean, look, to have 2 additional members in the squad back, it's crucial. But I know that what was it Durfez or was it Earth that was talking about give Uche minutes? I'm not against it, but I think Glasner's made it clear that Uche was a Paris signing, not a Glasner signing. Because if he was a Glasner signing, he would have been getting minutes in the team. And quite frankly, he's only getting like piecemeal minutes to kind of appease the whole play Uche hype that you get on Twitter. But Rich, if you're Oliver Glasner, do we go full strength tomorrow, or do you want to see a bit of rotation?
We've got no choice. I mean,
no, because remember, we've got the big one on Sunday. So there is that part of me in the back of my head that says, I want to play a strong enough team to get the job done, but I don't want to compromise key players for playing that lot on Sunday.
We made changes, didn't take our chances against Larnaca. We got to go full strength.
No, I hear it, but you understand what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying? Because the magnitude of Sunday. The magnitude of Sunday, if it was any other Premier League game, be it Sunderland, Everton, West Ham, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, look, play full strength. What will be, will be. But because it's them, it's Brighton on Sunday at home, I do not want us to be losing key players for the biggest game of the season. No, whatever about playing Millwall in the League Cup, Brighton is the one game of the year. The 2 games a year, we have to win no matter what. It's inexcusable to lose to them, let alone anything else. But naturally, we have to focus on tomorrow's game. And I hear you. Go full strength, absolutely. But I hope Glasner doesn't do what Roy used to do, which is play till they're near enough dead on their feet after 90 minutes.
That's the difference. We want to start full strength, hope we get the goals in, that we can make early substitutions.
Yeah,
that's how we got to hope.
Yeah, 100%. But you know what I'm saying? I don't want us to be left in a situation where we're saying, geez, if Mateta gets injured, that's Uche up top for the biggest game of the season. And Uche would need to have the best game of his career to win us.
Legend, even if he just scores.
But do you know what? There is a part of me that says, please give us Yeremy Pino's first Premier League goal against Brighton. Please. Purely for the absolute limbs that will cause. on Sunday. But sorry, Emil, we really shouldn't be talking about our game on Sunday when we have your team tomorrow. But that's the magnitude of the games we have. We have tomorrow against your team, which is a huge game. But then we've got our biggest rivals on Sunday. So it's like, could we really have to play them just after we play in Europe? Like we can't get them closer to Christmas, where the pressure in Europe wouldn't be as intense. But you have to pick. You have to play everybody twice, to borrow an old Michael Owen adage. But look, Emil. From the AZ Alkmaar side of things, when you saw that you got Crystal Palace away, were you thinking, geez, a game in London, that might be great? Or were you thinking, oh boy, an English team, that's going to be fun? Because we don't know, because we're not sure how our European teams see us, because you're so accustomed to playing your West Hams, Chelseas, Aston Villas. These are teams that always can play in Europe. This is our first time in Europe, and we're the new kids on the block, so to speak.
Sorry, just quickly, sorry. I just you said that my mic was a bit low. How's it now, Stephen? I am turning it up or down. Am I going low, quieter, or louder?
No, I can hear you just fine.
Yeah, me too.
All right, we'll keep going. Sorry, you can continue.
Going back a little, we always also have a very important game on Sunday because we're playing PSV at home. So,
oh wow.
Yeah. Yes, so that might play into your cards a little. Sorry, what was your question again, Nate?
So what I was saying is naturally.
Oh yeah.
Looking at when the draw was made, because we were all glued to the screens. Who we're going to get in Europe and what came out. And personally, because there was a chance we could play a team in Ireland, which is where I live. When we got Shelburne, I was like, Shelburne in Dublin. Oh, beautiful. Bloody beautiful. That's just awesome. But when we got yourselves at home, I was thinking, okay, a Dutch team at home, that's going to be very different for us. Because we're as I said, we're very much new to European football. So for us, we're going to see a team that plays in Europe consistently. I've seen AZ Alkmaar play in the Europa League. I've seen you play in Champions League playoff games, over the years and stuff like that. So for you guys coming to Selhurst Park, where we're meant to have one of the best atmospheres in the Premier League. And I'm not saying we do, just a lot of people have said Selhurst Park's one of the best places to go for an English atmosphere. When you saw you got Crystal Palace, were you thinking, okay, that's a decent game? Or were you thinking, oh God, an English team, we don't do well in England? Because as I said, we're not accustomed to how people see playing us, because foray into Europe.
Well, I think the first thing that came to my mind was, yes, this is a nice away game to go to. Because I always pick one away game in Europe this was obviously perfect. But then after that feeling faded away, then I started thinking, okay, it's another English team. I think just Premier League teams in general here are considered to be good teams and hard to beat, even if it's lower ranked Premier League teams. It's still a Premier League team, and just the way football is played, I think for us it's hard to deal with. Like we played West Ham, we played Aston Villa, we played Spurs. We all lost those games, even though I didn't think we were completely. We had no chance at all. It was more that I don't know. English teams tend to be really efficient against us. We don't finish our chances, or we have a hard time creating chances because defense is just so solid. So from our perspective, we definitely see you guys as a big club that's really hard to beat for sure.
That's good because
go.
I was just going to say, Rich. Obviously, in our group chat, we were talking before the draw was made about who do we want, and I remember I was selfishly saying, give me Shamrock Rovers or Shelburne away. Either of them away in Dublin, and I'm happy. But when I saw we got AZ Alkmaar, we got
Strasbourg.
Yeah, we got Strasbourg. I was thinking, okay, at least we're playing respectable names alongside the so-called minnows that are in the conference league. Because already we've lost to a minnow in Larnaca, who, to their credit, deserved to beat us. We just weren't clinical enough and got punished. But I can't lie. Tomorrow is a game that we have to be on job for it, because Alkmaar are a good side. They finishing in the top four in the Dutch league is nothing to sniff at, because they're constantly competing with the let's put it into respective terms, the Liverpool, Manchester United and Arsenal of the Dutch league. And they're not, the Dutch football is not blessed with having states running football clubs. The likes of AZ, as Emil would tell us, they rely solely on revenue from player sales. When you're selling young players to the Ajaxes, to the PSVs, to even potential Premier League clubs, that goes a long way to cushioning the blow, because that Ajax and PSV and Feyenoord, they get substantial revenue from Champions League football and whatnot. So tomorrow night's going to be a very good test for us, in my opinion. And we need to be ready for it, because if we're not ready, this European adventure turns into a nightmare. And look, we don't know, because nobody expected us to do what we did in May. Like, football peaked for me when we won the FA Cup. So to now be in Europe, albeit not the competition we should have qualified for, thanks UEFA. Nice to know you got your house in order and you're making it difficult for teams. We have to turn up tomorrow, because we know that this AZ Alkmaar side, they're a good outfit. And if we're not on job, they will find ways to punish us. So we can't rest on our laurels and think, oh, well, we're at home, we should win comfortably. No, it doesn't work like that. They're going to say to themselves, this Palace team are beatable, because we are. Let's be fair. We barely got past Brentford. We just about scraped a draw with Bournemouth. And the Liverpool team we beat in the League Cup, we beat a bunch of their kids and reserves. We didn't beat Liverpool full strength. But we have got 2 wins on the bounce, which may give us a bit more confidence going into this game. And if we get a win here, that should give us a massive lift going into playing that lot on Sunday, because I can't lie, I'm so happy I'm working. I won't be able to watch it. I have to be just keeping my phone firmly away from me while the game's going on, because I can't bear to see the score when I'm not watching the game. It just hurts me. But yeah, sorry, Rich. I know I'm going on a bit of a rant there, so I'll stop talking.
That's all good. Just a few things anyway. What was I say? If you were to sign one Palace player, who would it be and why?
Mateta, for sure. I think I don't know. I think he's so cool, and I love his playing style. He just looks so athletic and strong, just like a prolific striker. I don't know how old he is, but I think he's 25, 26,
27 or 28, I believe.
Okay, so he's really going towards his prime years. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, he's 28.
He plays, he's how athletic he's just a beast, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Great player.
Last thing, we'll merge these last 2 points together. How do you see the game going? How would you approach the game? What is your score prediction?
So I think that, also considering you're playing at home, I think you guys are going to have more chances. I think you're going to be more dominant on the ball. I didn't know this, by the way, about Palace fans, because I'm also really interested in like, do you have ultras, or is it more like you have just fans that are really trying to bring the atmosphere up everywhere? Or is it?
Yeah, we've got the home store fanatics, which are ultras. So they will kind of like generate the chants, and then the crowd reacts to it.
Okay.
So, if you're be loud as well, it's going to be some atmosphere tomorrow.
Yeah. So Emil, the Homesdale Fanatics were the ones that were behind the FA Cup final display and the semi-final display at Wembley. So if you look at those two tifos that were done for those respective cup games at Wembley, they were the architects behind that, and they'll definitely have a tifo for tomorrow as well. I imagine they would, because obviously, it's a home game.
I mean, they did have one for Larnaca, so I'm not sure if they'll have another one.
Yeah, but I can't lie. That Larnaca one was that Larnaca one was a bit on the nose. I'm like, guys, we're not going to Leipzig just yet. Let's cool the jets a bit. I mean, I get the message. You want to give a little bit of a middle finger to UEFA, but like, we ain't there yet. Like, we still have to get to ideally the top. I think it's 8 or 12.
Top 8 first, yeah.
Yeah, top 8.
9 to 16 do the playoff, which is an extra 2 games you don't want. And then if you're beneath 16th, you're eliminated.
Yeah, so I get it. They wanted to send you away for a message after the whole summer debacle and everything. But look, I mean, Emil, obviously, it's going to be a very interesting game for both sides. We're both badly needing to win to keep our hopes of staying in the competition and trying to progress through the automatic round, the automatic places, should I say. Obviously, you'll get to meet the rest of the team. I won't be there tomorrow. I'm not coming over for the game. But it will be very interesting to see Continental fans at Selhurst Park. I mean, we've had Larnaca there already. And Rich, how are their fans?
Oh, they're brilliant. And so were Fredrikstad as well.
Yeah.
It sounds crazy because obviously we have not seen as the biggest club in the world, but they saw us as if we were big clubs, and the fan base came and it was loud. Like they enjoyed the experience, and I'm sure that's going to be no different with AZ tomorrow. Did you say your score prediction, Emil?
No, not yet. Well, obviously I'm not going to bet against my own team, so I'm going to say 1-2. I don't know. I feel like maybe the way I see it is we're going to create a lot of chances in like early stage of the game. Then we score, and then you guys dominate for like most of the game. And I think after a couple of chances, you'll score the equalize. And I hope in the dying seconds we steal the 3 points. That would be brilliant.
And obviously, where you say that you're more of like a possession-based side.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something you're going to do? Are you going to deploy that? So are you going to look to just continue to just attack us?
I think it's also going to be dependent on how dominant you guys are. I think if we manage to get a hold of the ball and the players feel and they have the confidence that they think we can keep the ball here and try to like trap them in their own half. I definitely see that we might take more risk into setting more.
So how are you like with counter-attacks?
I wouldn't say the best, but in games like these,
all I need is enough.
We don't have rapid players. Well, we have a really rapid right winger, but we all think he's really bad. His name is Ibrahim Sadiq. Yeah, he also.
How about defending counter-attacks? Are you good at defending counter-attacks?
Yeah, I'd say so. We have a really good defense.
Okay, that's our strength.
Okay.
We counter-attack with pace.
Yeah, but I don't know if Asset will allow counter-attacking or if they're gonna play a bit more from the back. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Sorry, score prediction, and then we'll do ours as well.
Yeah.
Oh, you said 1-2. So you said 1-2.
Yeah.
Reverse of Emil's prediction, 2-1 Palace. It's needed. I mean, don't get me wrong, it isn't going to be easy. You don't want it to be, but like he said, he can't go against his own team. I can't go against our boys. It's got to be a 2-1 Palace. Hopefully, the most scumbag of winning goals in the 90th minute. Because I'm sorry, I'm shameless. Like.
No, I get it. Those are the best. Honestly, those are the best.
We've been starved of those kind of moments. I mean, we got it against Liverpool in the league, but that was something else because we've had a horrible record against Liverpool. But tomorrow, I hope it's a great game. I hope your fans have a great experience at Selhurst Park. Obviously, it's going to be great to have so many Alkmaar fans at Selhurst Park. And, apart from the game itself, I hope the whole day is great for your fans. Just for the 90 minutes, I wish you nothing but misery. But after that, it's all good. I'm saying 2-1 Palace, Rich. 2-1 Palace.
I'm going to mirror that. I think 2-1 Palace as well. I don't know which order the goals will go in, but I think we'll finish with a 2-1 win. But yeah, I'm sure it's for both teams. We both just have to win this game. Yeah. And that's just the nature of the game, unfortunately. Had we beaten Larnaca, we might have been like, we'll take a point.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we also hoped, that you guys would beat Larnaca. Would show a bit more. But now, we got to the point where
just the PTSD from Larnaca to share it both in England and the Netherlands is something else. I mean, fair play to them. They've absolutely killed it. 2 wins out of 2. You can't knock them for it.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like
we're going to look back at that result and go, "What the bloody hell were we doing?" Like it's one thing to lose. Like It's one thing to lose last minute to them, but like 1-0 at home, first ever game in Europe, and we may as well have just played the under-21s. That was criminal from us.
Well, 2 seasons ago, we lost against a team called Zrinjski Mostar. We were up 3 goals, and we lost 4-3. So I think we have more PTSD than you guys in Europe. There have been some absolutely, but also maybe it's also kind of the beauty of it. You can have moments like that, but also scoring and winning in the last minute against a team that you should normally never be able to beat. So
yeah. We got to Earth who says Uche is not in Glasgow's good books after hitting the player. That's a point actually.
Oh yeah, the Everton game. He was so lucky not to get sent off in that game. Actually,
Durf is asking, how was Arne Slot when you managed your team?
Oh, he was great. I think he's one of the, if not the best manager we've ever had. But we already kind of knew because he was an assistant first, and we all knew how good he was. So when he became the first team manager, and I also think, and you see that at Liverpool as well. I don't know if it's luck because it just seems like it happens every time, but he just manages to win games. Obviously, now he's not doing that great, but this is the first time in his whole career that this has happened. He always manages to win a game, even if his team doesn't play as well as they should. They always win in the last minute. We have a Dutch word, it's called slotfase, which means like the final phase of the game, and slotfase, like slot, it's literally his name. So kind of like belongs to him in a sense. But no, he was brilliant. Yeah.
Pat, that's already been, the dog covered it, so it's already.
You're a bit late to the party on that one, Pat.
The Liverpool team balls hadn't dropped. Big up to Pat. He says, big up to Mr. Muscles. I'm Mr. Muscles. Nate's the CEO of Charity Professional Football Club, and you're now Gmail. And Delta saying 1-0 Palace. Guys, first thing first, listen, once again, Emil, really appreciate just spending the time with us today to talk to us a bit more about AZ Alkmaar, what we expect. Obviously, looking forward to meeting you in person tomorrow. When we end the stream, stay behind just quickly. I need to tell you about one spot to eat if you get hungry.
Yeah, sure.
It's a proper drink and stuff. If you like spicy,
all right.
You like Caribbean food?
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right.
For a white man, I can handle spices quite well, I'd say. So.
I'll go 100%.
All right. You're going to get the real South London culture then. All right. I respect it.
Let everyone know where they can find you, whether it's social media, whether it is.
We have a website. That's our main thing, azalerts.nl, azalerts.nl. We have Instagram, Twitter. We have a podcast as well on Spotify. So yeah, check us out. Always the latest news.
And with the Spotify podcast, is that in Dutch?
Yeah, it is. So if you want to get your Dutch up and learn a new language, you can also.
Cool. We have put their AZ Alerts at in the title.
Yeah.
It's not a YouTube thing. It's not going to come up blue way. It's something you can click. But that's what you put into all social media platforms. And you do.
Yeah. Twitter is just with a double S, but usually it's with one S, as at alerts, because as at alerts with one S was already taken. But yeah, you'll find us.
Listen, all the best for tomorrow, as Nate said.
You too.
Not too much luck. Obviously, we'll shake hands after the game. We'll have a family talk.
100%.
And obviously, wish you a safe journey back when you decide to head back.
100%.
The Netherlands. Guys, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new as per usual. Big up to everyone, big up to the chat, big up to Nate as well for being here this evening. Massive game tomorrow, Conference League group game at home to AZ Alkmaar. A must-win win for both teams. Hopefully we can do it. And as always, everyone, up the Palace.
Eagles!